Welcome back to the eSIMstudios YouTube channel. Today we have a case review for the OnePlus 15. This is an interesting case, very stylish. It is the Futon Way case. Colorful, kickstand, comes with a screen protector. We are going to unbox it, throw it on the phone, and see how the kickstand works, what quality of screen protector it's got. And it comes in an interesting package. Looks like it came straight from China, right? I mean, I literally opened the Amazon package and I got this and I was like, okay. Anyways, look, it's not about the package, it's about the case, right? So they have this in red, bright red, and they also have it in black. So get it for about $12. Get it on Amazon Prime. It will be down below in the description box. Description box will be linked this case to Amazon. If you're interested, you can go ahead and purchase it. It looks like it's pretty protective. Now, normally I will, this is one of the very few times where I open it and throw it on. Normally I use it for a day or two, maybe a few days, and then do the review. But I've been so busy, I literally just got this in the mail and decided what the hell, let's just go ahead and record. So now, does this color match? I don't know. Let's see how well, because it looks more of like a maroon color instead of a red, which makes me wonder what the black, you can't really mess black up as far as color goes, but this one, I guess it depends on what light you have, because it does look maroon at some angles, and other angles it does look a little bright red. But let's hold it up to here and see. Do they color match? This one looks more bright red, and this one still looks more maroon, but hey, if you like it, it's all good. So let me look at the black. Let's check the black out and see. I mean, again, unless it's going to be gray, I don't really see many color. Oh, wow, they got a lot. Wait a second. They got all these colors here, but on the Amazon homepage, it just shows two. Well, if you like this case, go ahead and grab one. Go ahead and favorite it and check back. It may have some other colors in stock at a later point. Just don't know. But shows a variety of colors here. But seeing from how it doesn't really color match, I'm not sure you're going to get the same color that you ordered. But let's go ahead and check this out. So it does come with a glass, I believe just one. So it's drop protection, tough and durable, multi-layer protection, precise hole cutouts. Well, we shall see, right? So I did a screen protector review just the other day. I'm not going to put this one on, but it appears to be fairly thick. So I think this is a 0.33 millimeter thick and piece of glass, and I'm not sure it is real glass. It is fairly flexible, feels like plastic, sounds like plastic. So this is one of those I said in my screen protector review video. Some of the free ones you get with some of these cheaper cases, it might not be real glass. So, but look, it is nice. You do get one in there in case you want to protect your display, at least for a week or two until you get a different screen protector, right? It's always nice to have a backup. That's what I do. Just use it as a backup. So it also comes with wipes and dust stickers, which is always good. So let's check this thing out. So this appears to be, does it say, I believe it's all TPU. Feels like plastic, but let's see. It says screen protect, okay, built-in kickstand, shock absorbing corners, military grade drop protection. Again, if you've watched my videos, there's no way to tell if it actually qualifies for a military grade drop protection, but they can say whatever they want. Punk Series armor cases, full body, rugged, protective phone case. So I don't know what material this is. It does feel like plastic here and probably TPU. It's pretty interesting. It almost feels like a dual layer, because look at this. Let me zoom in here. So check this out. So it looks like you can actually take this apart, which is interesting. I don't know if I should. May have a hard time putting it back on. But this looks like, and as you can tell, looks like a manufacturer defect. This looks like one of the, again, cheaper end cases. Most prices have increased over the last few years. So this in a couple years ago would probably be $6 to $8. Now it's, $12. And the mid-range cases that used to be $11 to $12 are now $18 to $19. So, but look, this will protect your device, right? It just will. When it goes on your phone, so it's better than having nothing. And look, if you like it, I love it, right? It's all up to you and your preference, and if you like it, it's all good. But it is not a true dual layer, because check this out. Interesting construction. A true dual layer means obviously 2 layers. Well, this is a single layer, but it could come off as a dual layer, because this little TPU strip right here, that's rubbery, that just goes on the border. That just goes around the border here. In this plastic that you see right here, looks like it's just one mold. So it's not a true dual layer, but it does look like you can take it apart if you wanted to. Pretty interesting. Let's look at the cutouts in the camera protection. Looks like it does protect somewhat of the camera. There are no air pockets. As you can tell in the corners here, it's just a constructed case, right? There's no specialty air pockets. You do get that punk label. Is that? Okay, no, that's where the kickstand goes. Let's see. Kickstand. You can see the construction there of the kickstand. Does appear to be all plastic. It's not like I was looking over my shoulder to see if I have another case with a kickstand, and I sure do. Let me grab that and I'll show you the difference in quality. So check this one out. This is another cheap, and I'll put a description link for the video review of this down below in the description box. But look at this kickstand. So this kickstand actually has a metal hinge down there. If you can see that, it's metal. That's the metal hinge. That's pretty sturdy. It's pretty strong, and as you can tell, it snaps into place. Probably not going to snap off and or break and or bend over time. This one might get loose over time. The more you use it, the older the case gets. This one might get a little loose as time goes on. You can see down here, it's just a plastic support lever down there, and there's no metal hinge. So this might break off over time as the plastic material does deteriorate the older it gets. So just keep that in mind. You can use this as like a temporary case, or if you just want to buy a case that's rather cheap as backup, just in case for whatever reason. I know people that do that have backup stuff, backup phones, backup cases, backup earbuds, all sorts of stuff. But let's go ahead and put the phone in there, and we'll see just how well that kickstand performs, right? And let's see if it goes in there. Pretty snug fit, not too tight, right? And actually, this is a good case for that screen protector that it came with. This is actually a decent case to use as a guide for your screen protector, because look at here, the screen protector that I already have on here. Again, this did not come with the phone, but you can see it comes right up to the case, the border of the glass screen protector, right up inside here. It does not touch. However, again, if you don't have a guide and application tool for your screen protector, one of these cases is good. You can use the case as a guide. Throw the case on the phone, and then lay your screen protector down inside the border of the display. But let's see. Let's check out that camera protection. Is there any? There is some. Not a whole lot. There is a little bit. Let's look at these cutouts. Do those cutouts line up? They sure do. Power, speaker, mic, buttons here. You do not get any labeling, but they are cut out, so they should be easy to push. Yep, nice and easy. Actually really clicky. It's very easy to push, so that won't be an issue. And then your little action button over here as well. Looks fairly easy to push. And it does have some grips down here on the side, which is nice, right? So it does feel decent in the hand. It does feel plasticky, so just keep that in mind. It does feel like you are holding plastic. Some that may bother, some it might not. But let's check out this provided kickstand. So it says it can go not only in portrait mode like this, and what do you know? Sure does. But it can also go in horizontal mode. So I think it'll go, probably want to do it this way where it supports it this side. There you go. Where if you have it in portrait mode going up and down, the best way to do it if you want to go horizontal is tilt it to the right. And that kickstand will hold it up just like that, as you can tell. Now, I wouldn't put too much pressure on the top here. I'm not sure how long that hinge would stay in place over time. It should, look, if you baby your phone, if you take care of it, shouldn't really be an issue. If you got kids, that's going to be an issue, right? I can just imagine a little 2 or 3 year old just snapping this off. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. But is that? Oh, there we go. Putting it back into place is not an issue. Just snap it in, snap it out. Now, can you put it at different angles? What if does this snap into place? It does not snap into place, but it does have some resistance. So it's not flimsy and or floppy right out the gate. Again, could get a little looser over time, but let's see if you can tilt it up at different angles. So this is almost straight up and down. It'll hold it right up until about there, and then you can tilt it back for a few more degrees. Same thing with this. You're just going to want to put it all the way back to hold it up into portrait mode. Just kick it all the way back. So let's look at and then just snap back into place like that. Let's look at, now this does have a glass screen protector on here. So let's see how much protection it would provide. This rubber is pretty squishy, so I actually do think this would provide a decent amount of drop protection. Again, they claim military standard drop protection, but I don't know about that. But what I do know is it's actually pretty squishy, so that would absorb a lot of impact. Now, it's not squishy enough to where you can get your fingernail in there in this material, but you can push it down if you can push it in. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but it's like a big, you know, that'll absorb the impact quite a bit if you do drop your phone. So actually, look, the build quality might not be top notch, but I honestly think this would protect your phone quite a bit. To be honest with you, you have these bumpers here on all 4 corners, those 2 at the top, these 2 down at the bottom. I think it's going to protect your phone pretty well. So if you are interested, check out that link down below. And I do appreciate the time. As always, I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.